YouTube, you're watching Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I am your Friday vlogger, Leanna, coming at you guys a couple days late, a couple dollars short, right? I apologize, just time gets away from me sometimes. So this week's topic is about support, and where do you get your support? Who's your number one supporter? And has your support changed since having weight loss surgery? So first of all, I want to say my number one supporter is my husband. He is my number one fan. He supports me in everything that I do. But with that being said as well, I have to kind of coach him on how I need support, occasionally, because one, he's not a weight loss surgery patient, and two, he's not considered overweight. I mean, he may have like 20 pounds to lose, but it doesn't look bad on him, so he pretty much eats whatever he wants, right? So many times we have to, or I have to, stop, and we as a married couple have to evaluate the situation of how I need support. So, whether that may be, okay, I really need you to not bring me home a candy bar every time you think I'm in a bad mood, or, bring me home ice cream, or, some kind of goodie treat, because yes, that does make me feel good, and yes, I do enjoy those items, but that's not helping me right now. So, things like that, or, making sure that I'm able to have many options of what I want to eat, or just mental support, hear me out, listen to what I have to say, I need a vent, or, he helps, me go through this process in my head, and I have like severe fat girl mentality, and I'm constantly thinking about food, constantly thinking about the next bite, the next meal, food. I'm constantly thinking about food, and sometimes I need to just talk about it out loud and let somebody hear my struggles, and so he's very good at that. I also have pocket peeps. I have people that are in my pocket that I can talk to on a regular basis about issues that I'm having that day or that moment, or anything of that nature, friends. But I will say that friends that have not had weight loss surgery may not understand the struggle. And I will say the struggle is real. But hearing people say that lately, the struggle is real. And it is, and my best friend, she is the tiniest thing ever. And food just doesn't faze her the way that food fazes me. So when I talk about food is always on my brain, she just doesn't really get it. And she loves me, and she supports me, and many other aspects of my life, and she supports my weight loss surgery as well, and helps me in whatever I need help with, but she doesn't get it, and so I think that you need somebody in your life that gets it, that really honestly gets it, and I think that kind of support is major. And So, because, you know, even my husband, he doesn't get it, you know. He doesn't understand why I can't say no to things. Why, you know, some things are so challenging for me. It just doesn't make sense to him. So I think that is key to have support from someone who is been there and has weight loss surgery. And I also think it's key to have support from your spouse or, you know, your significant other or, you know, family, you know, and family that gets it, you know. My mom says, well, can't you just take it out? You're skinny now. And, you know, she just doesn't necessarily get it that I'm skinny because of my lap band. Yes, I do, I don't know, maybe 85% of the work, but there's still that percentage that lap band does for me. That is a daily reminder that I have issues, needless to say, right? So finding that right support is key. And whatever shape or form it may be in may be different for everybody. You know, making YouTube videos was an accountability support for me, and not necessarily accountability, but it was more of a place to just vent, to just get out my feelings for the week. I needed that support, and YouTube was that vent that I could just make these videos for the world to hear. And if nobody watched them, nobody watched them, but I got out what I needed to say, and it helped me through that week. And that was support for me. So, you know, there's, like I said, there's many different forms of support. Whatever works for you, whatever gets you to that next step that you need to get to accomplish your goals, you know, is support. So that's my little thoughts and tidbits on support. And I will pray and hope to come to you guys next week on time. So I'll see you guys all next week. Bye.